To duplicate an object in Blender, first thing you need to do is select the object you want to duplicate. So if I left click on this cube, it's selected. Then I can go to the object menu. I can go down to duplicate objects, or I can use the shortcut Shift D. So if I get out of that menu and I hit Shift D, I have a duplicate of the first cube that moves wherever I move my cursor. I can also constrain its movement along one of the three axes by simply hitting the corresponding letter. For instance, if I hit the X key, my cube will then only move along the X axis. And then when I'm satisfied with where it is, I can just simply click again, and it'll stay right where it was when I clicked it. Now, these are an exact duplicate of one another, but they're independent of one another. The second will share all the attributes of the first, but they are independent of one another. Now I'll talk about making a linked duplicate of an object. So again, if I select the object that I want to duplicate, then I can go to the object menu and I can hit the duplicate linked, or I can use the shortcut Alt D. As opposed to the first time when I use Shift D, I'll use Alt D. So if I get out of this menu and I hit Alt D, again, I have a duplicated object of the first, which I can also constrain to an axis just like I did with Shift D. The difference here is that I have two objects that are now linked, which means that if I go into edit mode and I select a vertex and I use the G key to grab that vertex, whatever I do to the second will also be done to the first. So if I go back to object mode and I select the first cube, go back to edit mode, and then again select a vertex from the first one and move it by hitting the G key, the other one will move as well. So these are linked. So whatever I do to one is done to the other. It doesn't matter which one I'm doing it to, it'll happen on both. One last thing. Let's say you want to edit the objects independently now and you need to unlink them. Select the object you want to unlink, go to Object, go to Relations, go to Make Single User, and select Object and Data. Now the two objects are unlinked. So for instance, if I go to Edit Mode and I select a vertex on the second cube and I use the G key to move it around, it only moves around on that one object. It doesn't affect both of them anymore. So now you can model one cube without it doing anything to the other. Hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And leave me a comment about things you'd like me to cover in the future. Okay, that's it. Bye.